welcome to another edition of Camper Christina Cooks. I'm coming to you today from Wasaksina Lake in Temagami, and today I'm going to be making some creamy bacon carbonara sidekicks with pink salmon. Now, I can't eat an entire package, so what I did was I halved the package, and I figured out a really clever way finally to do this. I laid the package flat on the plate that I have here, and I tried to spread out the contents as evenly as possible, and then I just scored the top of the package with a knife and lifted it up so that the contents went down into each half of the package, and then I just took the knife this way and cut the back of the package. So I have pretty much an exact half portion. Now for the sidekicks, you're supposed to use 1 cup of water and 1 cup of milk. I have colitis. I never use the milk. I always just use 2 cups of water. Sometimes I'll use a cup and 1 3/4 cups of water, and I'll add like a couple of scoops of fat-free sour cream because that doesn't bother my colitis. And then I always add butter. Now I used the butter for the morel mushroom pasta that I made the other day already. So I just have this. I'm going to use 1 cup of water because it's half the package, and I'm going to let that boil for a while. And then what I'm going to do is add the pasta and simmer it until the pasta is nice and cooked and tender. And then what I'll do is add the pink salmon. I've got some roasted garlic powder that I'm going to add. And I also have some marble cheddar that I had left over from my lunch, so I'll throw that in there too. Can't hurt. I'm sure it'll make it nice and creamy and delicious. So I'm going to get started. Once you put the noodles in, you have to turn it right down because it'll bubble over, which I just learned. So just got it on simmer, and the pasta's in there, and I'm just letting it simmer and cook, and that's about it. Reduce, I guess. So this has been on for a little bit. I'm not timing it. You can't really. I remember once I made seafood pasta with sidekicks. I used the fettuccine alfredo noodles, and I brought canned shrimp and canned crab meat and butter and Parmesan cheese. It was so good. But I put too much water in, and it took forever. I think it took an hour until it simmered down. It was ridiculous, but it still tasted great. So I've learned over the years not to use as much water, and seems to be better, but I still have to, you have to keep an eye on it because it sticks to the bottom. So I just tested a noodle. It's al dente. I like them cooked. I don't like them al dente, so, but it's getting close enough that it's time to add the salmon. Now I don't open this package until the very last minute because it is fish, and you know, bears love fish. So I'm very cautious about bringing fish out into the backcountry and that kind of stuff. Now I will have a fire later, so I'll probably burn this and then put it in the bag that's in my pack that has the Palm Bay can and the foil I used for the pizza. I burnt that as well. I always burn it. I put it in the fire to get the smells off of it. And then the next day I fold it up really small and just stick it in a Ziploc bag and stick it in the side of my pack. Alright, she's open. I think this looks kind of like tuna. Yeah, I'll show you. Now, everybody's been asking where I get these from. These are from Metro. Metro or A&P still carries the tuna packets, the salmon, and a couple other different kinds. I did email Clover, I think it was Cloverleaf a while back, or Starkist a while back, to see like where people could find their stuff, and they said you just have to check certain stores. If you live in the States and you are one of those lucky people who can go into Walmart and find an entire, like, I don't know, it's like 4 shelves full of these tuna creations, ranch and jalapeno and Cajun, and there's all kinds of different flavors, and there's salmon, there's chicken, there's everything. I can't find that in Canada. I know you can get it online at Amazon, but I don't like ordering stuff like that on Amazon. I don't know, it's food. It just seems weird to me. So anyways, I'm going to put that much in. I put about half of it in. So salmon's in there. I'm good. It's probably pretty garlicky as it is, but I always like to add a little extra. Just checked a noodle and it is soft. See the net coming in there. The wind is actually pushing the bug shelter over and it's knocking the camera down. So the cheese I just had cut up in little bits today when I made the kielbasa with it. So I'm just gonna throw those in. It'd be better if it was shredded. Actually, it'd be better if it was Parmesan or Romano, which is also good with the seafood pasta. Sidekicks are great. You can make so many things with them, and I haven't made a lot of videos, Camper Christina Cooks videos with the sidekicks, but I really need to get some more out there because they're so easy. If you're camping on Crown land or not in an Ontario parks, you can bring cans in. A can of shrimp, a can of crab meat. You can get fettuccine alfredo, you can get garlic, there's one with garlic and lemon, spaghettini. There's so many good ones, and you can mix them up with that and bring a little bit of Romano cheese or a little bit of Parmesan and some butter and you know, maybe some powdered milk, and it'll just make it so much better. It turns the sidekick. I like to use the sidekick as a base generally, not like this. I did add the cheese, so it is making it a little bit more creamy and not just like the packaged stuff, but I usually add my own ingredients to the sidekicks. I use them as a base, and then I add stuff to them like you know, powdered milk and butter and Romano cheese, and you know, sometimes I'll bring some fresh basil or some fresh dill from the garden, that kind of stuff. So just use your imagination and you can make something so simple that comes in such a little package. Add a few things to it and make it delicious. Alright, so this is pretty much done, and I can eat it now. It looks really good. It's very creamy. All the cheese like melted right up. I thought it was going to stick all over the place to the pot, and it didn't, so it's great. I have some paper towels with me, and what I'm going to do is while this is still hot, when I finish eating, I'll put some water in it, and I'll just set the pot on top of the fire and get it nice and hot, and then I'll wipe it out with paper towel, and then burn the paper towels in the fire. That way there's no fish residue. I don't like to have that around, especially when I'm somewhere in Temagami, but oh well. Alright, well, this is ready. It looks really good. It doesn't look like much, but there's actually quite a bit. Show it to you there. I don't want to knock it out of the cup. So the salmon just kind of dissolved into the sauce, but you can taste it, but it's not overpowering. It's good. I already tried it. I tried it before I started filming, sorry. I wanted to see if it was cooked, so. Alright, so there it is. So, sidekicks, creamy bacon carbonara with salmon and garlic and marble cheddar cheese. It's really good, and it's really like warm and comforting. It's supposed to be really cold tonight. It's supposed to go down to feels like 2 degrees. Tomorrow when I leave, like between, I don't know, I think it's like 3 a.m. and like 11 a.m. it's supposed to be 6 degrees, feels like 2. So this is nice and warm and comforting, and it's gonna hopefully warm me up for my sleep tonight along with my hot water bottle. Yes, I have it. Alright, I'm gonna go eat this delicious meal. Thanks so much for watching this edition of Camper Christina Cooks. I hope it inspired you to try something new, and we'll see you again next time. Bye. That was good. I ate it all, and my little pot's not even that dirty. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at camperchristina.com. Thanks. Bye.